Like,
I don't want to say the names, but
just say yes or no. Haney?
yes.
Shakur?
Yeah.
That's another one. I feel like that could be a fight, like if it ever were to happen, similar to this Ryan fight, where it would be a spectacle, but sell a lot of pay-per-view. People would come out to watch it.
It'd be a little different though.
Why you say that?
I'm thinking of like boxing. I'm not thinking like.
Like in terms of fighting. Why? You think Shakur is better?
No, I'm just saying like not even Shakur. I'm just saying like them as a whole. Like it'd be different. Like fighting them, it'd be more so like coming to get them.
You would approach it differently.
Okay, so before we even start, I need you to stop whatever you're doing right now. Because what I'm about to tell you has been quietly building behind closed doors in boxing for months, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking.
Fight. I think the business of boxing should get in the way. Like, I think the fighters should be able to get in the ring with each other and fight each other. So that's how I feel. Like, just like even with this guy, my guy Stephen Espinoza, he works with Tank. If Tank said, yo, let's fight, and I said, let's fight, it should be just, let's fight, and we should make it happen. It shouldn't be nothing else.
Talking about the full picture yet, so buckle up because we're going in deep. We're going in fast. And by the end of this video, you are going to look at Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson in a completely different way than you did 60 seconds ago.
With me right now, one of the best fighters on the planet Earth. Tank, good to see you. Why this fight, Lamont Roach? What has he done to deserve to be in the ring against you?
He's a world champion himself. He's coming up and weight to dare to be great. So we fought before, you know. So it's history. It's history in that. There's two guys that trying to be great.
A lot of people said they talked about y'all background with one another, how familiar you guys are with one another. Talk about that for a second. How well do you know him on a personal level in terms of your associations through the ranks, you know, in terms of your boxing career?
I don't know that, like, personally, like, you know, but through the boxing, you know, we came up together and things like that. We had similar, friends and things like that in the boxing world. We fought before, you know, so I'm familiar with his fighting style and things like that. Whoa.
And I'm going to start with something that allegedly slipped out of a conversation that was never supposed to go public, which is that sources close to both camps are reportedly saying this rivalry stopped being about boxing a long time ago and became something far more personal, far more calculated, and far more dangerous to certain people's legacies than either fighter is letting on publicly.
That the boxing world wants to see you fight. You know, when you go places, all you hear is, yo, Shakur and Tank. Shakur, Tank. Oh, hey, when I go place, all I hear, yo, is you gonna be Tank? When he go place, I know he hears my name. So it's like, bro.
Hell no. Nah? Wow. Cause he a good boxer. Like, that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you feel like that's easy
game,
work?
Yeah,
but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I touched him with 16-ounce gloves on. And he ran. Imagine if I hit him with.
And that right there is your first clue that this story is bigger than a fight. This is allegedly a chess match being played on a board that the average fan can't even see yet. Because here's what you need to understand before we go further. Tank Davis has been the name in boxing, the face, the cash cow, the guy that pay-per-view events are built around.
Yes, you are the big superstar. You are that, bro. Respect to you for that, bro. I'm cool with that. Come on, let's just fight. Let's negotiate. Me and this nigga could even get on the phone and negotiate. I'll be cool with it. I'm not tripping. It's boxing. Entertainment business. We gonna go in there, put on a show for the fans and show the world who's the best. That's the whole point of this entire conversation. Me and him need to show the world who's the best. Don't have a question mark for, oh, I'm gonna go retire and it don't happen and that's gonna be a question mark. That's gonna be left on our legacy. So to fix both our
And then Shakur Stevenson starts doing interviews, starts dropping Tank's name repeatedly, starts letting fans know he wants this smoke. And according to online speculation, the question everyone in the inner circle is allegedly asking is, why now? Why is Shakur suddenly so vocal? Why is this happening at this exact moment in both of their careers? And I need you to hold that thought because I'm coming back to it, and when I do, your jaw is going to drop.
He's at 140, that seems to be the biggest
I
name.
want Gervonta Davis to step in the ring and face somebody, dog, already, bro. For real.
He'll be back.
Like, oh, I know he coming back, dog. But I'm just saying, like, fight Shakur, bro. Fight Shakur. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fight any of these top guys out there, man. And that's because we can say, oh, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Well, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Tank ain't fight nobody. Why don't they fight each other? If that's how y'all want to put it, fight each other, bro. That will probably be one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. The biggest fight. Yeah. Box office, it will sell out like this.
But first, breaking news, because as we're literally putting this video together, reports are swirling that conversations between both sides have allegedly been happening more seriously than either team is publicly admitting. And insiders are reportedly saying that the holdup has nothing to do with either fighter and everything to do with the business machinery surrounding them.
I have it go. Tell him to fight me. That dude get to feeling himself and feeling like he's something that he's not in. And to the world, he look like a killer, but I can't wait. I'm gonna expose him. I promise you, I'm gonna expose him. I'll be the person that he going there, he not gonna knock out. He not gonna hurt. He gotta go 12 rounds with somebody and somebody gonna be beating him. He ain't gonna like that shit. That shit gonna mess with his heart. That shit gonna f with his head. Watch.
Thoughts?
No thoughts. People can talk that type of shit. There's no contract inside. I don't pay attention to that.
I gotta get you this for what he said about you.
My opinion. It's my opinion. Listen, all that sounds good right now, but when the fight is made and the fight about to happen,
Promoters, networks, money structures that are allegedly so tangled that even if Tank and Shakur shook hands tomorrow, the fight still might not happen for reasons that have fans absolutely furious online right now. And speaking of furious, let's talk about what Tank Davis actually said publicly about Shakur's style, because he didn't hold back. He allegedly looked into a camera.
He showed against him when they came here just all night. And he's the type of guy who don't really do a lot of crazy stuff in his life normally. So it's like discipline is a thing that is not only exercised inside the ring, exercised also outside the ring. And as we see, sometimes Gervonta has problems with this, but we have never seen Shakur have problems with this. We've seen him be more disciplined at the right time than we've seen him not have this. So with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person of his intent.
And essentially said Shakur runs, backs up, doesn't engage, which on the surface sounds like trash talk. But according to people who study these things closely, that statement was allegedly a very deliberate psychological move, designed to plant a seed of doubt in the public's mind before a single punch is thrown. And that is next level mental warfare, whether you're a boxing fan or not. Now here is where it starts to get really interesting, because Shakur Stevenson fires back, not with anger, but with something far...
fight, and I'll get on Twitter, and he'll like post, oh, he did that because it was a cab driver, or he'll just post some like hating ass to where like it was unnecessary to go do that, cause like I thought we was like cool type shit. So, but now he like flipped it to turn it like I did something to him, and he made it so believe that shit. But nah, that nigga just, I think like in his brain it's just one person and nobody else could be up here.
Buddy. You know what I mean? And I feel as though that's don't be like that. If you like that, then stand on that. You know what I mean? Don't try to be saying all this stuff on Twitter and then run in my locker room and want to take a picture and all that type stuff. You feel me? Like, and we actually like I was somebody that like, you feel me? And then he come out and say something, he want to fight me. I bet. We ain't cool no more. We ain't, none of that. That's it. That's what it is. You feel me? And niggas gotta stand on it. That's why I'm in that mode now. Like, I ain't got no friends in this.
Like, I ain't got no, you don't see no boxer that on TV that, you feel me?
Far more unsettling, which is calmness. And online commentators are going absolutely wild, saying that a man who responds to provocations with composure and a smile is allegedly a man who knows something you don't. And reportedly, Shakur has been telling people close to him that he is willing to accept any terms to make this fight happen. And this is the part that allegedly slipped out accidentally. He reportedly believes this fight ends a debate that has been following both of them for years. And
I've been 3 different divisions. One, 2, 3, 4, and had the Ring magazine belt. So I done way more than him. Like, if we talking about accomplishments, I don't want to hear what has I done for the sport of boxing. What have you done?
It's one of the biggest fights in the sport. I think Tank is so exceptional. It's going to take someone as good as Shakur to give him a real fight. And I love that fight. I love that.
What? Shakur can't beat Tank.
I disagree.
He beat all the mother fighters.
I disagree.
He can't Tank.
I disagree.
Tank
loses rounds.
Tank decides to do what he wants to in certain fights.
Me and you can have a big bet on that fight.
Most definitely.
I think Shakur's the man to beat him.
Shakur cannot Tank. He's a very good fighter. A lot of respect for him, what he's done in the ring. Got a good team around him, but he can't Tank.
I disagree with you on that.
the debate is not just who wins, the debate is allegedly about which one of them actually belongs in the conversation with the all-time greats. Because fans online are saying both fighters know that without this matchup, their legacies will always have an asterisk. Always have a but what about? Always have that uncomfortable silence when certain names come up in the GOAT conversation. And now, right now, this is where the narrative completely flips, because I need to tell you about the sparring, the alleged sparring sessions between these two that reportedly happened before any of this public back and forth began. And according to sources in boxing circles, these sessions were described as, quote, extremely competitive.
He's sneaky, explosive. You think you're doing something, and he rides off that overconfident. Where now he recognized this old school.
He's so interesting
Baltimore, Maryland. He's so old school. Know what old school is?
Yeah.
Anybody that throwing punches is open to get hit. Anybody. And everybody that throw punches, you leave an opportunity. It's who get there first. It's like fencing.
Mm-hmm.
When you throw punches, no matter how straight, no matter how your stance are, when this becomes away from your body and things that you need to protect, the ribs, the chin,
It's always an opening.
it's always opening. Who get there first?
And Tank is so good.
Tank is so good. Tank will give you something.
Which in boxing language allegedly means someone went home with their feelings hurt. And the story that has been circulating, again allegedly, reportedly online speculation, is that Tank came in aggressive, came in with the pressure that he brings to every single opponent. And Shakur allegedly handled it in a way that reportedly made Tank switch his entire approach mid-session and start boxing instead of brawling. And if that story is even partially true, it completely reframes every single public statement both fighters have made since then. Because suddenly Tank calling Shakur's style running sounds less like an insult and more like a man who allegedly experienced firsthand exactly how difficult that style is to crack.
Now, especially with and it's a legitimate conversation and argument that Shakur Stevenson could be the one to beat Tank Davis, but I prefer the conversation, and as I like to say, that is the greatest fight. That's the best fight to be made in boxing.
Okay, well, strategic-wise, I agree with you on that point, because it would be interesting to see how Tank could penetrate Shakur Stevens' defense.
And that only makes the matching update, because we just got word that commentary legends, including Timothy Bradley and Roy Jones Jr., have reportedly weighed in on this matchup, and the details are fascinating because Bradley is apparently fully in Tank's corner, saying this fight is one of the biggest possible events in boxing right now, while Roy Jones Jr., and this is the twist nobody saw coming, reportedly leans slightly toward Shakur because of discipline and composure. But then Roy Jones allegedly adds this caveat that sends chills through the boxing world, which is that Tank Davis's explosiveness means the fight could change in a single instant. One punch, one moment, and everything you thought you knew becomes irrelevant. And honestly, that quote allegedly from Roy Jones might be the most accurate thing anyone has said about this entire situation, because it captures exactly why the boxing world cannot look away.
For the sake of words, let the cat out of the bag or share information about one of the fighters that the other fighter or the other team didn't know. But I think stylistically, I think competitively, mathematically, I think that's a fight for the ages right there. Both guys are accurate. Both guys are very good with their defense, very good with their offense. And the size makes sense for both those guys. They're right around the same height, and the list goes on, man. I think that, that's a fight.
And this is where we need to talk about the business side, because reportedly, Oscar De La Hoya has been publicly praising Tank's discipline and preparation and dangerousness in a way that online observers are allegedly reading as a very deliberate signal to the marketplace. A message that Tank is healthy, focused, devastating, and ready. And the timing of those compliments alongside Shakur's public campaign for the fight has reportedly raised eyebrows among people who follow boxing politics closely, with fans online speculating that pieces are allegedly being moved into position for something major.
He's a great boxer, but still, he doesn't. It only takes Tank one punch. Right. And if Tank catches him, no matter how great he is, he'll probably go out too. So that's the one thing with Tank is
And the question is whether the business machinery will allow it to happen, or whether, as has allegedly happened before in boxing, the sport will snatch a dream matchup away from fans, right when it feels most real. Now, I know you think you see where this is going, but I need you to stop, because we haven't even gotten to the most jaw-dropping part yet, which is what sources are allegedly saying about both fighters' motivations beneath the surface, because publicly this looks like two elite boxers jockeying for position and clout. But reportedly the conversation in inner circles is that both Tank and Shakur are allegedly very aware that the window for this fight at peak value is not unlimited, that careers have timelines, that the moment when both fighters are simultaneously relevant and elite and marketable is allegedly a window that could close faster than anyone expects. And that awareness is reportedly driving urgency on both sides in ways that are not fully visible to the public yet. And here is the savage punchline that online commentators keep coming back to, which is that Tank Davis has reportedly been telling his team he isn't just trying to win rounds anymore. He is allegedly going into every fight trying to break opponents down physically, not touching lightly, not scoring points, allegedly trying to damage and dismantle. And when you apply that reported mindset to a potential Shakur Stevenson fight, the question that nobody can answer comfortably is whether Shakur's legendary defense can absorb that kind of sustained, deliberate, damaging pressure for 12 full rounds. Because allegedly surviving Tank for a round is very different from surviving a Tank who is reportedly hunting you with bad intentions for the entire duration. And now, right at the end, here is the twist that allegedly reframes this entire story. Because fans online have started piecing together a timeline, and reportedly the speculation is that this entire public back and forth, the interviews, the call-outs, the sparring rumors, the Oscar praise, the Roy Jones comments, all of it, is allegedly moving too perfectly and too publicly to be entirely organic, with some observers online suggesting that what we are watching may actually be the most sophisticated and entertaining build-up to a mega fight that boxing has seen in years. A campaign so well constructed that it feels raw and real and personal precisely because it allegedly is raw and real and personal. And that is what makes it genuinely dangerous for both men. So I'll leave you with this one question that I need you to answer in the comments right now. If Tank versus Shakur is allegedly the biggest fight in boxing, what does it say about the sport that the only thing standing between us and that fight is allegedly everything except the two men who want it most?